on a set of Generation Iron, and I'm taking my new favorite supplement, Game Face. I used to take Alpha Brain, but it's twice as strong, and I'm a big nootropic guy, and I need it when I do films like this. So, like me, I think you should get your Game Face on. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Talking Shit. You guys, you fucking guys. Welcome to Talking Smack, and we're sponsored by right here. By the way, we're running to the end of these. They end actually in May. The new Game Face, okay? The only fucking real smart fucking drug out there right now. It's the most potent. And guess what's getting more potent? It's going to have 800, they're up in the dose. Game Face 2 is coming out. So they're getting rid of these. Buy one, but whatever you buy, they're going to match. So like you buy one, you get one. You get two for the price. One, buy two, you get two. Because they're getting to the end of them. Now, here we go. What am I going to fucking say here? Holy Christ. Oh, they're adding DMEA, I believe, 250 fucking milligrams of that. They're adding that to that. They're getting rid of the vinpocetine. Because they can't sell it because it can't be sold on Amazon. This fucking shit is strong already. So now you can imagine that with the DMEA. Then, they're upping the, I can't say the word, the one with the H, the hepacetine. They're upping that, okay, to I don't remember what. Dude, I don't know the company, so send me down. And they're adding in 800 extra milligrams of lion's mane. So it's going to be even more mushroom extracts and shit in here. This is, all I know is this thing, Game Face 2 is coming out. But right now, Game Face 1, get it now. It's at the end right now. They're ridiculous sale, okay? Right here, stronger than fucking Alpha Brain. You want to pay a lot of money? Go buy Alpha Brain. Fuck it, don't buy this shit, all right? But this shit works 10 times better than Alpha Brain. Fact. And this thing's got a huge cult following. I like the guy in the label. Stop fucking around. Alright, so, hey, listen, some of you guys bitch, but they're the fucking ones who they sponsor the show, and my friends are the ones who actually, I know the two guys that make that, I tell you all the time, they're not bodybuilders, have nothing to do with bodybuilding. Yes, you take this before a workout, with your pre-workout, forget about it, you're being fucking insane. You'll figure out mathematical equations that haven't even been figured out yet, okay, but it's not made for that. This is made for brain boosting shit, especially you older guys. Fucking, you young guys, you don't need anything. You pick your nose and eat it and you fucking grow, you know what I mean? But us older guys, we need shit to get our brains boosted. That is the best nootropic out there. Smart drug, and that's it. So go to GameFaceSupplements.com. I have to get that in. Alright. And I'm not just saying it. I actually take that, and I take a lot of it, so, anyway. I don't take the way the dosage says, though. I don't take like 3 pills in one shot. That makes me like fucking, you know, even though it's not stimulants in it, it's a little bit of caffeine, but I still don't, I spread it out, take it throughout the day, okay? So, but you do whatever you want to do. Right there, look, you see that? That's the new shirt right there. And look, that's the inaugural issue of MuscleSport mag, the new generation that we had it before that. We had, you know, all kinds of sports and Derek Jeter on the cover and everything like that. But that's when we got real hardcore. And you can get that shirt. All you have to do is ask Joe for it, okay? Wait, why am I feel like there's some light missing in here? I don't know. Anyway, so that's it right there. It's me on the cover. That's a good-looking guy. Come on, you know you want. That's a black shirt. I'm going to take a few pictures of me wearing it. But right now, I'm displaying that right next to Rocky Marciano. My boy, okay? Alright, let's talk about a few things, because, you guys all see me on Dave Palumbo's RX for Muscle, alright? And you see us, we're on there, and we've all, listen, let me lay out the ground rules, first of all. We've all been friends, like, for 20 years more, okay? I know Jimmy the Bull since, like, 1990, you know, we're all guineas from New York, we all know each other a long time, okay? You know, and, you know, Dave, John, Romano, myself, Jimmy the Bull Peleche, and George Smalley, a.k.a. Mr.G. Now, that's the, you know, that's the crew. We've all been friends a long time. Recently, we brought Big Lenny on because Dave likes Big Lenny. I like Big Lenny. I think Big Lenny's a good guy. I actually like, if Big Lenny lived here in New York, I would go and I'd actually go to the gym with the guy and like hang out with him and maybe help him out with stuff, because I don't think he's a bad guy. Okay, I think he's a good guy, to be honest with you. And, you know, and I know there's people blasting him, and I don't care what his gut looks like. I don't care what his arms are. I don't care if he fucks trannies. I don't care if they fuck him. I don't give two shits. That doesn't make him a bad guy. Because you know what? Half you fucking guys out there watching this that judge, you have no right judging any of these guys. All right? Because a lot of yous are just as fucked up. All right? And I give Lenny credit. I got to give him credit. He wears his you know, his feelings on his sleeve, and he says what he fucking feels, and that's it. Well, you know, what are you going to do? You know, and obviously I'm friends with Leo Rex. Leo Rex is a good guy. I like Leo. If you knew Leo, I swear, I just met him, and he's a good guy. You know, I've been on his show a couple times, but we've had conversations and everything, and I like him. There's some of us, you know, sometimes you meet somebody, you just click with him. I feel like I click with that guy. I like the way he is. I think he's got a good soul. I think he's a good man. Okay? Now, obviously, Lenny went on his show with the guys that he's on here with. And I don't know those guys. The one guy I did the show with, I forget his name, but he's also on here. And they're Lenny's friends. And, you know, Lenny said something about George. He said he's a total moron or whatever he said. Okay? And now, listen to me. Listen to me. Sometimes people say stuff like Leo said, you know, Lenny has said things about me, Greg, you know, he's said things about me, and it doesn't mean it, he just says things sometimes. That's just the way he is. He's a little crazy. George is my friend. No, I don't like hearing that. I'm not going to lie. I do not like hearing anybody talk about George Smollett, because you don't know George. You guys see crazy Mr.G, you know, dressed up in fucking hot dog stuff, or, you know, dressed up like some crazy, whatever. He likes to dress up in costumes, but the man has a big heart. And he does a lot of stuff for charity, and he does a lot of stuff with kids, and he's a good man. But he's also not a guy you want to get really fucking pissed off, okay? Because he is not only a street fighter, but he can fight in a ring too, okay? Now, I don't want to see Lenny fight in the ring with George. I do not want that. I don't think it's going to go well. I know Lenny's like, I'll train, I'll fight, you know, whatever, But George is taking this shit, you know, he's taking this shit serious. I'm just going to tell you that. And I'm just saying, George is a big guy, too. He's not a little guy. You know, he might be the same height as Lenny. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to see them fight. I don't. I don't want to see Lenny get hurt. I don't want to see George kill somebody. You know what I mean? I really don't. I like both of them. But George is my boy. You got to understand. I'm friends with this guy for a long time. You know, just met Lenny. I don't like, if it was up to me, I would make them hug, make up, and that's it. Now, Dave and John, you know, they're loving this shit. They're like this. You know, and I don't blame them. You know, it gets hits on your website. And I understand that side of it, too. I love Dave and I love John. They're my boys, too, you know. Jimmy the Bull, he don't give a shit either. He's kind of like me. He doesn't want to see the fight. But, you know, he's like, hey, listen, if they want to fight, let them fight, you know. And there's nothing I can do. If they want to fight, I can't make Big Lenny say to George, hey, George, you know, I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying, you know, whatever, you know, because you were supposed to send me some cookies. You never sent me cookies. I can't get him to, you know, you can't, it's not my job to make him apart, especially if he feels he didn't do anything wrong. Or I think he thinks he didn't. I really believe he didn't really mean it, because when George first brought it up, I don't think that Lenny fucking really, like, I think for a split second, I could see in his face, I don't think he really meant, you know, I think he was like, I don't know, did I say that? I might have said it, but, you know, like, he wasn't like, you know, it just, you know, it's just the way I think. I just think that sometimes guys say stuff, you know, I've said stuff before about people, you know, and, you know, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or any of that shit. I don't want to get involved, you know what I mean? I don't want to see these guys fight. It's a different story, you know, but what's really stewing George's clams is the fact that, I guess now you guys with the Order 66 shit and the other stuff that's going on, it's affecting George's business. And that's really, you know, not a good thing, because he's a good man and he really does do good stuff by people. You have no idea. I know you see him with those costumes on. I know some of you guys might think, oh, he's a clown. He wears a guy. No, He doesn't do it like that. You have to know George. It's hard to judge somebody when you don't know them, you know? And again, I know Lenny a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm getting to learn him more and more. I like Lenny. I just see him as a guy who's trying to make his way in life, and, you know, he's had some bullshit happen to him in his life, and I think, you know, I just think it's unfortunate, because he, you know, the problem is we bring him into our little group here that we've all been friends for a long time, and we bring him in, and then this happens, and it sucks. It sucks. But again, George is my boy. I stand behind my boy. You know what I mean? I have to stand behind him. I wish that wasn't said. You know what I mean? I wish Lenny didn't say that. I believe that he didn't say it. I believe he just said it because, you know, he just popped it out like that. You know what I mean? I don't believe he actually sit there and he thinks that I fucking hate George. I really don't think so. You know, now it's too far gone. You know what I mean? I support George, though. I think his cookies are great. And you guys, you believe me, if he gave you guys cookies, you'd love them. Believe me, his cookies are really all that. All right? They're really all that. You know, I mean, Palumbo even says they're his favorite cookies. Now, I mean, he makes candies and stuff, too, that are unbelievable. These Reese's, this fucking 20 gram, he uses Palumbo's protein to make that shit. You know, to isolize, you know? And I know he was going to send Lenny cookies, and I know they've talked, and he wanted to help Lenny out with a lot of little things, you know, whatever. So this is kind of unfortunate. So I'm just telling you guys as somebody that's there. I'm just somebody that's like a fly in the ointment that's sitting there watching this shit, and I'm going, oh, no. Oh, no, because Lenny's a new guy, and I like him, but George is my boy. You understand? And I got to back my boy. You always got to back my boy. I'm not going to, it doesn't mean I'm going to fucking do anything, you know, jump in a ring. I don't even, you know, I kind of only want to be there. You understand? Because it's a rough situation, but I have George's back, and I do think in this situation, I see George's point. I think George is right. I see... You know, he was hurt by this. He really wanted to help Lenny. But then also, on Lenny's side, I really believe that he didn't do it with malice. And that he doesn't really dislike George. I think he just popped something out. So, there you go. As somebody who's in the middle of this, that's my 2 cents. Alright? You know, I'm not looking, I don't get anything out of this. You know, I don't get anything out of this. George is always going to be my friend. You know, and I'd like to be friends with Lenny. I'd like it to, you know, I'd like everything to just, you know, settle itself. But I just don't, I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not going to settle itself with these two guys. It's between them, all right? And like Jimmy the Bull says, hey, Greg, it's between them. You know, I talked to Jimmy. Jimmy said, let them go. Let them do it. If that's what they want to do, you got to let them do it. So, there you go. We're George's friends, we stand behind George. Just like if you're a Lenny guy, you can stand behind Lenny. But you know, and I stand behind Lenny in the sense that I believe he really didn't mean it. You understand? But I believe that George has a point with Special Rules Order 66 shit affecting his business. It's not good. That's not nice. It's not nice. Anyway, God bless them both. I don't want to see bad happen. Enough of that. The other thing, oh, wait a minute. The other thing I wanted to talk about was Lee Priest and Sean Ray. Now, remember, I work with Lee Priest. I'm friends with Lee Priest. I know him outside this bodybuilding. You know what I mean? We're all muscular development for years. And I gotta tell you something. I don't think Lee Priest did anything wrong. Nothing wrong. Okay? There's a black kid that lives over here where I live. Okay? And he was making a video fucking around. And he put on a Donald Trump rubber mask. Right? Which is white. And he put on a Nazi uniform. Alright? Now, is that right? I don't think, Donald Trump is a Nazi, but he has the right to fucking do that shit. They do it on SNL. They do it on all the time. I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but Lee Priest put on a black mask. He was playing around. Okay? He was playing around. Him and Sean are constantly at each other's throat. They've been that way since we all worked at Muscular Development together. They've been that way. All right? They're just always at each other's throat. I'm friends with both of them. I'm good friends with Sean, too. I love Sean Ray. He's a good guy, too. For me, I've been out to dinner with him. He's a good guy. I like him. I like Sean. He's a good guy. I also love Lee Priest. I've been out to dinner with Lee Priest. I mean, we fuck around, you know what I mean? That's another one that's tough. It's not like I'm picking sides, but I'm picking sides in the sense that I don't think what he did was so bad. It's like now all of a sudden you got like Sarah Silverman and all these people who always made jokes all these years about this and about that. Now they're apologizing. What's her name there? Fucking Chelsea Handler's apologizing for her being white and all this, doing the white apology. Come on, stop this shit. Stop it already. Come on. You know what one of my favorite movies is? White Chicks. Dude, I love that fucking movie. That's fucking funny. That's a funny fucking movie. Those are black guys dressed up as white women in rubber fucking outfits. You know the movie? Come on, it's funny. It's funny. What happened? Everybody's sense of humor all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden Dr. Seuss is racist, Mr. fucking Potato Head's sexist, you know what I mean? Get over here. Give me a fucking break with all this shit, It's out of control, and I don't like it. I don't like all this fucking, wokeness and canceling and all this other shit. Comedy's not funny anymore. Now SNL, Saturday Night Live, they're not even funny. Back when I was younger, they had the Coneheads and the fucking Fire Marshal Bill and, and all these other different things. Living Color, hated it, and all that. I liked all that shit. Now today, it's all got to be political. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny. I think we need to get rid of that shit a little bit, Get rid of this cancel culture stuff. Don't drink Coca-Cola. Why? It's whiteness, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta review your whiteness. That's fucking racist. Anybody that believes that you got white supremacy or that you're racist because you're white, so that means you're racist, then you're a racist if you believe that. Even if you're white and you think, well, I have white privilege, well, then you know what? You're actually putting black people down by saying that. You know why? Because you're actually saying that you are superior to them because you're white. Even though you don't want to be superior, you're superior to them, and they don't have the same opportunity to you as you do because you're white and they're dumb and black. This wrong. Okay? You're stupid. You're falling into the same shit. These fucking, that's going on today with the Democrats and all that shit. The shit the left is shoveling on you. It's wrong. It's wrong. You don't understand. Okay? He who smelt it, dealt it. He who denies it, supplies it. The guy a thief always calls everybody else a thief. Alright? Sammy the Bull Gravano wanted to kill anybody that was a rat. Right? If you were a rat, he kills you. Meanwhile, he was the biggest rat. Jimmy Bulger, the fucking gangster from fucking Massachusetts to Boston. Anybody who was a rat, what did he do? He killed them, right? He killed the rats, right? Meanwhile, he was a federal informant. And you know what they did to him when he went to jail? They killed him. Okay? Oprah Winfrey. I had it tough when I was young. I was raped. I was like, yeah, but who raped you? Did a white guy rape you? And what does that mean? I feel bad for you, but what are you going to do? You've also made up for the fact you can't blame white people for all your disparaging, not for nothing, but you're a billionaire. You know what I mean? It's like that Meghan Merkel there and the fucking, and Harry over there, you know what I mean? They're crying, poor us and shit. Meanwhile, they're fucking billionaires. They're saying, oh, we don't feel safe. Meanwhile, you got bodyguards. You know what I mean? It's fucking bad today. LeBron James, oh, it's not fair. You know what I mean? People racist towards me. Yeah, you're another one who's on your way to being a billionaire for shooting baskets, playing a game. Michelle Obama, another one. Poor Michelle Obama. I don't want to, being black is not easy. Yeah, I know, it must be really hard. You must be really suffering. You must really be suffering. Like Jay-Z suffered when, he had with his white privilege. Oh, that's right, he's not white, but he has white in him. You can see he's not dark. But anyway, when he shut down the fucking whole wing of a hospital and other people couldn't see their babies, so only he could see his baby who was in the, where the babies are. I'm tired of hearing it. Tired of this shit, bro. Okay, I've already told you, a white person can't win a Black Entertainment Award. A white person can't go on, be on the cover of Ebony. White girl can't win Miss Black America. A white person can't get United Negro College Fund. You know, I don't want to hear any more of this race shit, okay? So stop the cancel culture. Stop it. It's fucking bad now.
Why go with sugar-filled pre-workouts? Get your game face on and experience true focus all day, every day. This isn't your usual performance pill. These nootropic capsules help you play harder, train better, and focus more. Working out at the gym? Boom. Game Face has you covered. Trying to carry your friends in game? You'll do a lot more than carry. With Game Face, you'll make the enemy rage quit. Need to finish that essay that's due in an hour? You'll wish you found Game Face sooner. A 14-hour car ride with the kids? Don't worry. Game Face will keep you alert the entire time. Try Game Face today and experience a whole new meaning of focus.
So I come home from the gym and I get a box. And look, I had to take my fucking name off there because you're fucking momos. But it's got my picture on a fucking box. And I open up the box and look, it's Christmas. In February, Santa remembered me. Look at this shit. It's cookies with my face on it. Oh my God. Mr. Potts cookies. Look, these are, look at, you know what these are? These are peanut butter cups right here. Look at this. These peanut butter cups, they're fucking, they come with white chocolate and dark chocolate. Look at this shit. Okay? Look at this. Dude, these peanut butter cups are made with Dave Palumbo's isolized protein. Look at this shit. My fucking face on all these cookies. Oh my God, MrPottsCookies.com. Look. First of all, who the fuck wants to eat it? I tell you, I know who would eat it. Your fucking mother. Satan. She'll be coming to the house later. I gotta hide these, my mother-in-law, because God forbid, she'll fucking eat all of them. And what a waste of protein that would be, right? Anyway, look at this shit. My fucking face. That's my face on a cookie. Bro, I look at this cookie. Look at the fucking cookie. Look at that mound. Look at that cookie. Look at these. All these fucking dark chocolate. Fucking. Look at this shit, man. Macadamia nut. Right here, bro. Fucking protein cookies. Fucking. Dude, I never get anything for Christmas. Santa don't like me because I'm dating fucking Satan and a mother. It's always over the fucking house. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do. Look at that. Look at that. Right there, baby. Look at this shit. Wait, let me, where's the fucking knife? I don't know what I did with the knife. Let me bite it. Look at that. Look at that right there. Pure protein. Right there. He takes real fucking peanuts and he mushes them down. He mixes it with isolized Dave Palumbo protein. That's why it's called the Jumbo Palumbo. Game Face. Watch this. This is the best way to eat this. I don't recommend you do this, but the way I do it. Look, I take the Game Face capsule out of the bottle, stick it right in here like that. Look at that. See that? That's your Game Face. Oh, it fell out of my mouth. Okay. Yeah. These taste good. These do not taste good. But they fucking make you think, holy Christ. Wow. Jumbo Palumbo. Gregg Valentino. Right there, baby. What's the name of this cookie? The Gregg Valentino cookie, I guess. MrPottsCookies.com. Mr. Potts Cookies. You can get a Jumbo Palumbo fucking candy that tastes like real fucking... This tastes better than the fucking Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Or you can eat me. You hear that? You can eat me. Look at this. Tell my girlfriend. She's a fucking bitch. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that shit. Yeah. Anyway, stop fucking around. MrPottsCookies.com. And get your cookies on, man. High protein, right? I'm going to eat this shit right now. Because nobody feeds me in this fucking house. I'm going to get my protein, my isolized protein, from this. Stop fucking around. MrPottsCookies.com. And by the way, take it with your Game Face. Put your Game Face on. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get two free. Now we're changing it because we're getting a new formula coming out. Wait, where is it? Right there. Fucking Nootropics, baby. Right there. Nootropics and protein cookies, they go together. Alright, stop fucking around. Forgot about this, okay? You know, I've in the past, I've blasted Matt Crook, and I really shouldn't do that, you know, because I don't think he's a bad guy. I think, you know, because I said in the past, I believe that that's like a cross-dressing fetish, that sometimes guys go a little bit too far. But I give him credit, though. Okay, he has the balls to come out and do what he wants to do. So I do give him credit. Sometimes I say things a little bit because I jump off with the mouth. This is what I was talking about Lenny too. Okay, remember what I was saying about Lenny earlier? That's, you know. So I'm guilty of the same thing. That's why I don't judge Lenny in that way. Okay, that's why I don't judge him in that way. But you know, so I give Matt Crook credit for going out and doing what he wants to do. But you know, the whole gender thing. Okay, he doesn't not say he's a man, you know, biologically he's a male. We know that shit. You know, you could fucking dress up a jackass with fucking, you know, silk and, you know, and fucking put gold fucking chains around a jackass's neck and sunglasses and a fucking weave its hair and everything, but underneath it all, it's still a jackass, alright? So what am I trying to say? I'm just trying to say, when we're talking about all this stuff right now at the Cat School, at least Matt Crook says, you know, if he competes in powerlifting, whatever, he's going to compete as a man. He's not going to go try to compete as a woman. Because today, you cannot, I'm all for transgenders, bro. I have transgender in my family. I have a lot of transgender friends. Real, you know, the famous ones. Okay, so I'm not even going to get into that, but, you know, living in New York is not like living in Cornfield, USA, where you see one, they're all over the place in New York. Half the girls in the clubs are transgender. You wouldn't even know it. Okay, you would not know it. They're not porn stars. They got big tits. They're gorgeous. They got bodies. You wouldn't know it. Okay, you trust me. You would not know it. So, I'm not judging that. But I still don't think that they belong playing sports in a man's fucking thing. Okay, and if somebody wants to transgender themselves, that's their business. They have the right to do that. Okay, it's just like what I was saying about Big Lenny before. If that's what he wants to, if he likes that, who cares? Who gives a shit? What do you give a shit? It's not you. You're not the one that's got to go doing that, you know, whatever, you know. Even if he was full-fledged gay, I don't give a shit. I got gay in my family, too. My cousin died of AIDS. I don't give a shit, okay? That's your own preference. It's your own business. And whatever you do, you shouldn't be looking in your neighbor's yard saying, look at him, what is he doing over there? Why is he dressing like that? Or what's he doing? I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't give a shit. So, but the thing, I don't believe that they belong in sports. I don't believe that, you know, that they belong in a, playing against women. I don't believe that. You know, women's rights, you know, they fought to have their own thing going on, and now you got fucking men breaking records and doing things that, you know, I mean, it's not, you know. Hey, listen, let me tell you, I got to tell you really fast. I'm jumping all over the place. You know why? Because I took my game face. But I got to tell you a quick story. Listen to me. You see, look, dude, I'm a fucking momo. The two brothers, listen what I'm going to tell you. Shh. The guy who fucking made this stuff, okay, my friend, Mitch, his name is, his two brothers. Mitch is a big, heavy guy. I mean, he's 500 fucking pounds. No, it's not, it doesn't lift weights, so you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he went to the movies with a bunch of friends, and, you know, he took this chick and another guy and his girlfriend, right? I went to the movies. This is a true story, bro. This is a true story. This is a fucking true story. He's 59 years old. His brother, who's part, is 63. They made the supplement because of Alzheimer's, because of their father, and they didn't want the early dementia and go through with the father. You know, with all the shit that's going on right now, men identifying as women and blah, 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 and all this other shit. He told the woman at the movies, he said, I'm a 15-year-old boy. And, the woman laughed, and he said, no, I'm 15, and they're 15. And he goes, I want, you know, the kid rate, you know, the younger rate, the youth rate. And, the woman behind the counter had, like, fucking blue hair, he said, and fucking ear piercing, and she said, you know what? If you identify as a 15-year-old, here you go. And she gave him fucking new tickets. How about that? So he got in a movie for the price of what a teenage, you know, like a kid would get in. He got the kid fucking rate. How about that? So there you go, that's one for us. That scores one for us guys that fucking, you know what I mean? He actually did that. He told me, he goes, I was very adamant about it. I said, listen, I identify I'm a 15-year-old boy. And this chick, he saw that she was kind of funky, you know, a little gothy. He told me she had blue hair, piercings. She said, dude, go ahead, you got it. So we got 4 people in on a kid thing. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought maybe you guys might like that. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? You guys are fucking whacked. Anyway, so. What's going on? I'm a firm believer in sound nutrition. But sometimes my memory gets a little fucked up. So I take Game Face. And right now, you can get 2 bottles of Game Face and get the 3rd one free. Because I'm sitting right here with the big cheese of Game Face. So, you want to start getting healthy? You want to start eating right? Get your Game Face on. Stop fucking around. GameFaceSupplements.com. My favorite supplement right here. I'm going to take it right now. And, I'm biting it. Salute. Anyway, I was wanted to give Matt Crook props because I know that if he does train and going to go into a sport, he's going to go into, I said he's going to compete as a man, not as a woman. Could you imagine him fucking saying, well, now I'm a woman, and going in and competing as a woman with his fucking strength? He'd break every record there is, because he's a strong motherfucker, man. He's a strong dude. Anyway, so sorry, I'm just not mad anymore. It's Janae. So she, if that's what he wants to be called, I don't give a shit. That's, no, I'm not caving into that stuff. But I dare you call him He's a fucking tough guy too. It doesn't matter, dude. I go along with the flow. Do I believe in a mask? Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't believe in no mask. What the fuck, a mask is bullshit. You know that and I know that. If the mask worked, then how come doctors were getting the COVID, nurses were getting the COVID, right? And they were wearing the hospital masks. They wear the hospital net on the fucking head, right? So they wear goggles now, right? And they wear gloves with a hospital suit and an apron on there. And some of them are still contracted the virus. With all that shit on? And you think I got some fucking mask that says BLM on there? Yeah, okay, right. You got some mask on there? They're like that? The reason why I said the BLM is I went to my doctor and he had fucking security guards. They're in fucking uniform. These black dudes all wearing like fucking, look like police uniform. They don't look like cops. They weren't cops. They were security guards and shit. And they were all wearing BLM masks. Now, if I would have walked in there with my fucking Trump hat on, this is back before the election. If I would have walked in there with my fucking, MAGA hat, I don't know what they would have fucking said. Anyway. All right, you almost need to listen up for a second, all right? You can't quarantine healthy people. You quarantine sick people. You must let the healthy people go out and live their lives and do what they got to do, because that's how they build herd immunity. All right? Even throughout the Great Plague of the 1300s, the Black Plague, even in the Spanish flu in like 1917 or whatever, 1918, all of that, they quarantine the sick people. They did not quarantine the healthy people. That's the Democratic. That's what they want to do. People still getting their shots and everything else, and they still not even want you with 2 masks or 3 masks when 1 doesn't even work. Okay? It's all bullshit. When one of your siblings was sick and you were a kid, your mother would put that kid would stay in his room, get sick, puke, do whatever he's got to do, and your mother would say, stay away from little Johnny because he's sick. But they didn't make you stay in the house too, right? You still went to school. You still did what you had to do because it's all bullshit. So stop fucking around and stop listening to them. What's going on? It's Gregg Valentino. Sometimes I don't always eat right. Okay? There's a good much else there. But I always put my Game Face on. A nootropic, smart drug, the best out there. Buy 2 bottles, get 1 free. Okay, I'm here with the big cheese right here. And listen, I don't recommend, here's your Game Face. I don't recommend dipping it in the gravy like that, see? Like a mozzarella stick. But it helps bring it down a little bit. So put your Game Face on, stop fucking around, buy 2 bottles, you get 1 free. And the price is better than anybody. Nootropic, smart drug, GameFaceSupplements.com. And start eating a little bit better. What the fuck, boy? Why was I even telling you this shit? Well, anyway, wait, speaking of Trump, look. I ain't getting rid of it, sorry. And if you don't like it, oh well. Look what fucking Biden's done to this country. And I'm doing this, he's only been in fucking office, what, 6 weeks? Look what he's done. Fuck, we're fucked. I'm almost paying we're paying over $3 here in New York in gas already. But anyway, so I tell you this stuff because, you know, even though I don't believe in a mask, and I don't think the mask works, I still wear the mask. Because if that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. And I recommend all of you do that shit. All of you, okay? If you gotta wear the mask, you gotta wear the mask. Whether you want to or not. Don't be stupid. If that's the rule of the store or the restaurant, you gotta go in and wear the mask. You do it, even if you don't want. I don't want to do it. And I'm always forgetting it. I'm not one of them motherfuckers that drive around with a fucking mask on. That's like ridiculous. I don't wear the mask. I forget all the time. I walk in the store and I get told, excuse me, sir, please. And I'm like, oh, fuck, sorry. And I run back out, get the mask, come back. I always forget all the time. I don't believe in a mask. I think it's bullshit. I believe all this shit is, you know, I believe that a lot of this shit is just, you know, it's all about fear-mongering and to put us in our place. All right? I haven't gotten a vaccine. I'm fucking 60 years old. I had cancer. Fucking I'm diabetic. And I didn't get the vaccine. I could get the vaccine. I'm thinking about it. I don't think I want to do it. But, you know, because now herd immunity is coming in. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that at all. You know? They don't want to hear any of that shit. They want us to be good little sheep. Bah! Bah! That's what they want. Be good little sheep. You got to play the game. It's just like at work. If you're at work and you don't believe in something, you know, like I told you, we were just going about the transgender thing. I told you my friend works for J.P. Morgan Chase, you know, he's up there as a fucking VP in there. And he gets up and they ask him, he had to give a speech and they asked him, how do you want to be referred to? And he's a bodybuilder too, man, you know, big jack guy. And they asked him, how you want to, you know, how do we introduce you? You know, him, her. And he goes, are you fucking kidding me? Look what I look like. Do I look like a her to you? And they're like, oh, we got to ask you. You have to, you know, you have to answer. He's like, look, I'm a him, all right? And he said there was another speaker there that was, you know, that was like a fucking beast, but, you know, referred to as a she, you know, and they had to play the game. You know what I mean? You play the fucking game. Okay? Until the shit ends, or till you get where you need to be, and then you call a shot. When you're the shot caller, then things happen, okay? But if you're not the shot caller, ride the wave, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Speak your mind, say what you gotta say, but not at the expense of yourself getting shot down and losing your job, losing your home, and everything. Well, because you think, well, at least I said what I had to say. Nah, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. You gotta do with the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Stick the thumb up and get the middle finger down here like that. Do the Arnold, baby. You understand? Sit there, tell your boss, yeah, you're the greatest boss in the world. Meanwhile, you got the middle, you got your hand in your pocket, you're sticking your finger out of here. Fuck you, you know? That's what you gotta do. Play the game, alright? This is all gonna end. So, that's my advice to all you. What's going on is Gregg Valentino, and I made a deal with myself for the New Year's. I'm gonna start eating good. So that's why I'm eating meatballs, alright? Because I'm also a New York Guinea. And I talk with my mouth full. Now, wait a minute. My girlfriend, she was eating this. She would put this shit on there. It's got her father's picture right there. But I can handle spice. But what I do to kick it up a notch is I'll take Game Face. GameFaceSupplements.com. Right there, bro. Buy 2, get 1 free. Nootropic Smart Drug. Put it right on the fucking meatball. Look at that. Okay? Right there. Gotta wash it down with a little root beer. Diet root beer. Anyway. You need to put your Game Face on. Whoa! That's a spicy meatball. Oh yeah. Listen to me. Did one of you guys that had your girlfriend write to me, you know, left a message about my father, you know, asking him wanted to see art on the internet because my father was a very famous artist. But listen to me, he wasn't a painter. He wasn't an artist like that. He didn't have an art gallery where you can go see his art like that. It was a different kind of artist. My father started out as a cartoonist and an illustrator. Okay, Then he went into graphic arts. He was a calligraphy master calligrapher, which is calligraphy writing. He actually went and got his degree. He could, he actually got a degree as a professor of art, but he didn't want to do that. All right, he'd rather be, he'd rather stay in the field, and he became a graphic artist. And he did he designed, his thing was to design like labels and everything. Like for instance, something like this. Look. I mean, something like this. Somebody drew this, okay? Somebody designed it. Somebody put those letters. Everything you see in any label, even the let me see, is anything over here? Even the most basic label, somebody made that. You know what I mean? He used to do album covers. I don't know. I can't see anything over here, but the most simplest thing. All right, even this little thing like a comb here. No, I don't. Obviously, I don't use a comb. But look, you see this? Something simple like this. Somebody had to say, let's make a red band. Let's put the word Ace. Let's use that font. Okay, let's put these words up here. Let's make the background black. Okay, then on the back we're going to have all these. Somebody actually made this label. It didn't just happen by itself. You may say, well, what the fuck? Now you can do that with computers. But years ago, you had to do it, an art, you had to give it to a graphic artist. But my father was known, he did labels to some of the greatest things and advertisements. He didn't do the original Camel label, okay? But he did the last one, and he did the artwork for it. You know what I mean? Camel cigarettes, Shenley whiskeys, Playtex stockings, I think he did Hanes, John Deere tractors, Persona razor blades. I gotta see it all. Forget them all. Leah Parent steak sauce, A1 steak sauce. He did both labels, okay? But he designed it. You look at a label, it's like a basic thing. It's almost like this stupid thing here. You say, well, what's so big about this? What's on? But somebody had to make these decisions, and somebody else had to approve how this looks. You don't think of things like that, but that's what he was known for. But and I'll show you the other stuff he did, some of the illustrations and everything. And he was, well known in his industry. He was world renowned. He did a lot of album covers. Every album cover, okay, look at Johnny Cash here, okay. Somebody had to take this picture, put the words there, angle it just right, cut it up right, then go on the back and do all. That's what my father did. All right, but he did it for years. I mean, he started out in the late 40s. And it started out in the late 40s all the way up until just before he died. And he died 5 years ago. So, there you go. I'm going to get into that more in another video. I'll show you some artwork. I don't have a ton. I don't have a ton of artwork because I don't know, my sister has a lot of it, and a lot of it's been, out and about. So, I'll have to show you. I think we have the Leah Parent steak sauce labels here, like the originals. Oh, we did Post cereals too. I'm going to show you all that. I know where some stuff is. All right, I'm going to show you all that. He used to do the comic books like Sugar Crisp, Super Sugar Bear, Sugar Crisp, it's all in the 70s and stuff. He did like the labels. He actually did the little comic books and everything. So he wasn't known like as a painter, so you can see his art. Like, look at that work, that artwork. My sister there's art over here that my sister did, but maybe I'll show you some of that. But that's what he did. Both my parents were artists, but that was their commercial art. It was called commercial artist, graphic arts, but commercial artist. But he was a lettering master. So I'll get into more of that. All right, my father was a rugged guy. I'll get into more of that shit. I'll tell you more. I know some of you are asking. You're not going to see his artwork online because he was. First of all, if he was alive now, he'd be like 93 years old. He wouldn't, and he wouldn't. His artwork wouldn't be, he didn't have an art gallery. It wasn't like a painter or a famous, like drawer like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that kind of artwork that would be online. His stuff's online, but it wouldn't be his name. Nobody knows who made the label to like Bazooka Gum or any of that shit. You don't know who did it, but it's fucking famous, right? You don't know who made the label to a lot of things. He made the label for a lot of famous things. He did all that shit. Beech Nut Gum. All those things he did. Clark's Tea-Berry Gum. I don't remember them all. But anyway, that's the name of that. Okay? Remember that fruit stripe gum that used to be in the 70s? They had the fruit stripe. He did all that. We used to get samples, all that. She used to come to the house. We get all that stuff when he would do that. So that's what he was known for. All right? And he did album covers. He did illustrations of books. But that shit he did in the 40s. You know, the illustration of books and comics. He would do some of the comics, work on some of the comics. He did some stuff with Walt Disney. You know, yeah, Walt Disney. The real Walt Disney. You know what I mean? He did some stuff with him, you know. So it's a lot of stuff, you know, because that's who got my father started. It was Walt Disney. So, anyway, enough of that. Listen, shit's going to end. I tell you this all the time. Keep your chin up. All right? Big Lenny, George, I wish we could just work that out, but it's not for me to say. Like Jimmy the Bull tells me, leave him alone, let him just do what they got to do. I back Georgie. I don't want to see him lose his business. I love George. He's my friend for a long time. Okay? Lenny, I like Lenny. I want to become good friends with him, okay? I like him, but, you know, this gotta stop, so... All right, guys. I love all you guys. Keep your chin up, man. You're worth it. Don't let anybody tell you you are just as important as all these fucking essential people. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. There's no such thing as essential workers. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? You sign up for that, you sign up for that. All right? Everybody is essential. The guy in the fucking grocery store is just as essential as the cop that's out there. It's in a different way. Okay? In a different way. I think cops are getting a bad reputation. I think the whole defund the police and all that shit and all that is bullshit. I support the boys in blue. I back the boys in blue 100%. But everybody's essential. I love all of you. Okay? Don't fucking put yourself down. Don't think you're a loser. Don't think bad thoughts about yourself. Because if you say it enough, you're going to fucking believe it. And don't believe it. It's not true. Okay? Don't let this shit get you down. Be good to your kids. Be good to your wife. Be good to your significant other. Make sure you pay your child. So do all that stuff. Child support. Make sure you do all that stuff. Be the hero to your kids, alright? But you got to carry yourself with your chin up. I know times right now a little rough. We'll get out of it. Might take a little wiggling, but we're going to get out of this shit, okay? Until then, you got to keep your chin up and never think bad thoughts about yourself. You are worth it, alright? You mean something to me. Thanks for being here. And as always, stop fucking around. Alright.